Hello, beautiful people. Albert Einstein purportedly said that if he had an hour to solve a problem that was life or death, he would spend 55 minutes defining the problem and the remaining 5 minutes defining solutions. I think that's a critical piece as we continue our series on repairing the breach, conflict resolution, because this week we're looking at defining the problem. Have you ever been in an argument with someone and you feel like you're arguing over two different things? Well, that may in fact be the case. Oftentimes we argue about maybe the symptoms of the problem instead of getting at the deeper issue. So this week we're going to look at conflict resolution and defining the problem. Oftentimes when I do marriage counseling or couple counseling with people who are struggling with an issue, we get to this part where they're invited to define the problem together. And I love that because oftentimes we're tempted to think that the problem is the other person, or maybe the problem is me, or the problem is we're not a good couple, when the truth is a problem is just a conflict that we're experiencing in our relationship. And so when you as two people try to define the problem together, you recognize that you're on the same team and you're trying to solve a problem that's not on your team. And so it really helps you work together from the very beginning. And when you're defining the problem, you're really listening to each other to try to understand the root cause. So this week, we're going to explore listening deeply in Proverbs. Proverbs is wisdom literature, which means it is trying to help us understand how we're invited to live in this world. And this part of Proverbs clearly defines two categories of people. There are fools, and then there are wise ones. And so fools are ones who argue over opinions, or fools are ones who don't listen to try to understand, whereas the wise one takes time to hear, to understand, and to listen deeply. So that's what we're going to be exploring this week. So I invite you to join me, Pastor Vicki Gordy-Stith, the lead pastor at Epworth United Methodist Church, this Sunday, June 7th, beginning at 9:50 for praise and worship and 10 o'clock for worship, where we will continue to explore our faith and embrace community as we look at how do we define the problem that we're struggling with in a conflict